And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
That's right, everybody. It's that time. It's The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm your host, Big J. Oakerson. Off in the wind right now is Dan Soder doing filming billions of scenes. Billions is that the plural? But joining me today, as they let me fill in here with guest hosts that I love to talk to in any format. I'd like to welcome the hilarious Ari Shaffir in.
We were just talking before, like it was normal.
You remember that?
And now we're talking now.
Ari,
guys, we do this all the time.
Ari, great to see you. Now, tell me, how have things been? What's been going on in your world, everybody?
I love now looking back on those with when you hear them, great to see you. And it's like, wait, he's been in the room.
Oh,
He didn't just come into the room.
No, I don't like that at all. I know. You've already had a conversation. He goes, so, how have you been? You shouldn't have saw me in the lobby if we were going to do this. That's how I've been. I just told you everything about how I've been.
Yeah.
But that's the difficulty of the save it for the podcast. You know, they always say now.
Yeah, every time you say it, too, you never get back to it.
You never do.
You just don't have fun for 15 minutes before the podcast.
You are completely right about
Every time
that.
you get going or anything, stop that, stop.
We're going to talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah, and then nobody writes notes or anything to bring it back up.
Not at all. You might be interested to know, spent several hours of my day today for nothing serious. Well, I hope not, but in the hospital, I got a CAT scan of my belly button through dick area.
What?
I guess.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, because I had some weird abdominal pain. I thought I had a hernia. Then I went to a doctor who essentially gave me a hand job and told me that he didn't feel any hernia. So he's like, we'll get a CAT scan of your abdomen just to see what's going on. And I'm always like, you're going to run a test?
What's a CAT scan? Is that the one they make you lie down, they put you in the box?
That's MRI, but it's similar to an MRI, except it's not a box. It just is like a round, almost like a ring, a giant ring that goes around you.
Is that the one where they...
It's like a scanner.
Oh, really?
Like a scanner.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly
it's pretty
what it
similar.
It is, but the MRI you go completely into.
And so, look at that dog going in. What the fuck is that?
You can never, he's getting an MRI on his ass.
It's a lion.
It's a lion? Oh, you're right.
It's a lion getting an MRI on his ass. I hear the MRI you can get claustrophobic. You ever do an MRI?
Somebody just died in one. You have, Jacob? Why? General Jew, fears of sicknesses you don't have?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
No, this wasn't bad. I didn't get claustrophobic. They said the MRI you can get claustrophobic. I didn't get claustrophobic. They make you hold your breath weird several times when you're getting it.
I would just be like, can I sleep?
You can't breathe. You got to really stay corpse still, or else you'll screw up the image.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They didn't say that at all. But they gave me an IV at one. First they made me drink this fluid that I almost didn't make it home by the time this fluid was punching out of my asshole. I mean, it rained down in my bathroom. At one point I held on for one extra second enough to make it go away, where at one point I was like, I think I'm just going to shit my pants. I can't stop this from happening.
Really?
It was really...
In an MRI?
Really no. So before you go for the CAT scan...
Yeah.
They make you drink 2 bottles of some kind of
Pedialyte?
It looks like jizz, essentially. I don't know what... It's thick, milky, white substance. Yeah. It could have just been jizz. But they make you drink 2 bottles of it. Every 5 minutes you have to pound another thing. And you just know, when you're reading what... I don't even know what these things mean, but the names like sulfate, diodide, blah, blah, blah. You're like, this is something that's going to make me shit brutal, I bet. And sure enough.
It did?
But you drink that, and then they took me into another room, made me let me stay in my sweatpants, but I had to put on the gown. And then they bring you to a room, and they put the IV thing in you, like the port.
Yeah.
They do the whole, they get you with the needle, and they put the line in and the whole thing, and they leave the little port, and then they just send you back out to the waiting room. And wait, that's when we're going to put the IV when you're in the machine. And I'm like, well, can I bend my arm at all? And they were like, yeah, as long as it's already in there. I go, it doesn't seem right, though. If there's a needle in my arm, it doesn't feel right that I could bend my arm. I was terrified. I was stood for 45 minutes, my arm just like this, nervous that anyone was going to bump into it. I was very protective of it.
Yeah, just in?
I don't know how could you possibly bend your arm with a needle dangling out of your arm?
You didn't try to bend it?
Not once. I would make my blood run cold thinking about doing it.
Oh, I would have bent all sorts of ways. If you connect the needle into the arm on the bicep so that we would get double puncture.
Yeah, well then when they put you in the machine. That's what I was afraid was going to happen. They put an IV in, they shoot iodine all through your body, and then you get this weird feeling of like warmth all over you.
Really?
They say you're going to taste like nickels, but that didn't happen. I didn't get any metallic taste.
And it's just like, did your veins turn all like black where you could like see it? X-Files like?
Don't think that's how iodine in the veins works, but no, I don't believe that happened at all.
Really?
That's what it does no, that's what it will do on the imaging though. Right? It goes through your veins.
And then that shows up.
It shows all your veins. So I guess you're going to let me know if I have like
Crohn's.
Blood clots or anything like that.
Oh, so what? You don't know what has wrong with you?
I don't know. Hey, by the way, historically, some of these things have been completely fabricated by my brain making them happen.
Yes.
And Lou nods his head. Lou, are you nodding? DJ Lou, are you nodding? And like, I've been there?
No, you're a fucking hypochondriac.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Not a germaphobe, weirdly though.
No, that's Jacob.
Are you a germaphobe? I'm not a germaphobe at all. I'll
you'll
share
swallow
anything with
spit
anybody.
off the sidewalk, and then but then you're like, oh, that's probably what got me sick.
No, I'm very weird with bodily fluids. I'm very weird about that. But I mean, I'm not a jerk. Like, I'll shake hands. I mean, I try.
Have I never pissed on you?
I actively try not to shake hands.
Really?
I try to remind myself that I should be knuckle pounding, but my instinct is always to shake hands because I don't have a problem with it.
When somebody knuckle pounds me when I go to shake hands, I'm like, I get it. You can just wash your fucking hand. Knuckle pound me. I put up my fucking hand to shake.
It's weird. It's very, very weird.
Lead with a knuckle pound. Okay. Don't deny a shake.
Yeah, that is where it gets dicey. I'll go with the other person's thing always, but here's the thing: if you put out the knuckles and the other person puts out the hand and you still almost demand knuckles, it is a little extra thing of you telling them like, you're too gross.
I don't see you this way. I don't see. We're not connecting as fully.
I don't. If you throw the rock and somebody else throws the paper, you gotta submit the paper.
Yeah.
You have to be a human being. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to put the hand up to shake the hand. You can't. It's a terrible way to
rock to paper. Absolutely.
The juice is called contrast. Helena in Wisconsin wants to know that. Helena, are you a Wisconsin doctor?
No, but I used to work for several of them.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, no, you're constantly being CAT scanned for powers.
What'd you do for the nannying stuff?
Oh, no, I've got powers.
You were a nurse?
No, fortunately, beneath that.
If you keep making me guess, that's going to make me sound more and more sexist. Everything I get. What were you, the chick at the front desk?
Someone who does the laundry for the nurses?
What?
I was the chick at the front desk.
Oh, that's where these broads belong. I'm teasing you, Helena.
And the needle in your arm.
What is it?
It's a plastic needle, so it's flexible.
I know, but it still just seems weird.
What if it gets ripped out?
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it can go haywire.
They rip it
out. Just rip it out.
Yeah, it was so bad. I hated it. And the juice is called contrast. Is that what made me horribly shit afterwards?
Yeah, absolutely. That way they can see the how it flows through your body when they take the image.
The real contrast is between regular shit and diarrhea.
Yeah, they got to see how that diarrhea flows through you, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you how it flowed out of me. Painfully, almost spicily, if that's a good adjective for it. Changed the course of my day, for sure. Thanks for the call,
I'd like to see
Helena.
a cartoon with you, Jay, with just like shit from this just flowing out of you, but then the shit sort of turned into flow from Progressive. And then she gives like a quick Progressive pitch.
Do you know how much hatred there is out there for that girl, Flo?
We did open mics together.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a comic.
She was
at
in
all.
Mr. Show a few episodes.
Really?
Yeah, Stephanie Courtney.
So you know her?
Yeah, cool lady.
She's, but there's people who hate her.
But she's been on for so long when you think about it. It's been like
how many millions
over a
she's worth
decade
now? You can look it up. It could be a bad number.
But like, I bet it's like $5 or $6 million.
Yeah, that's a fair.
She definitely owns her home from all this.
That's a fair one.
I might be way too high.
You think?
It says 6 million.
Boom. Perfect.
But these do lie.
Stephanie Courtney's salary $1 million a year. She's not going through that. She lives regular.
You think so?
She's got a husband. She's just like she's a regular lady.
No, Stephanie Courtney's a regular lady, but Flo is balling.
Flo is large.
Flo is balling. Why not? She's got good insurance, man. She could live life on the edge. She don't give a shit.
It says she's 47. I would have guessed her way younger than that.
Me too. Well, a lot of surgery you can get when you're racking in $1 million a year. Oh, look at who they have. Like people have also looked up. If you go down, Jared from Subway.
What's his net worth? What's his net worth?
Now?
In cigarettes.
Yeah. What is he worth?
20,000 packs of cigarettes.
2 cartons.
He keeps his money.
Famous butt. Does he?
Mm-hmm. It says 15 million.
15 million. Yeah, they don't take all your money if you go to prison.
But there's civil suit and shit, no?
Yeah, sure. Well, so he'll have to pay for that, but they don't just take it.
Yeah?
I mean...
You got to pay out a lot in civil.
Really?
Yeah.
For what did he have? Child porn?
Yeah, like a lot.
Yeah, but what's
a lot
civil?
of kids. A lot of.
Did he tape them or did he just get the porn?
Oh, dude, he taped them. He mixed them.
No
he
way.
DJ'd that shit.
He mixed them?
Yeah, he had a fucking full mixer right there.
He's
He's like,
like,
boy
okay,
butt, boy butt, pump it up. Puerto Rico.
I'm sorry, we need that clean. Can you say ow one more time?
Ow.
Okay, perfect. We can add that in.
Now we just loop it. I'm a pedophile.
Does he
DJ.
get out ever? What's his punishment? How long was he in jail for?
It can't be life. It was only porn. He didn't do anything to anybody that we know of.
Wait, he filmed child porn?
No, he wasn't the director. He wasn't Kubrick in that shit.
I thought he went on a bunch of dates.
He did?
Yeah.
You kids are very mature. I'm getting a lot out of you. Now, claw him like as if you're angry, but lusting for him.
I picture Jacob as that one of those boys. He's like, you guys don't know the real him.
A part of me wanted to believe he loved me. He's been charged. It's so funny. My friend Gil looks so disturbingly like him.
Really?
Yeah, really.
That's a good one.
Uncomfortably. No, it's a bad one. They used to say DeRosa looks like him, which I get, sort of.
Yeah.
But not really. But then I see also how DeRosa looks like my friend Gil. So it all falls back together. But yeah, his thing was simply owning porn, right? He'll get out. He's got to be having a bad time. I know they don't let you really look into it at all, but I mean, he's getting just like boofed nonstop.
Yeah, but keep in mind, free Subway for life. Maybe he brings them into the other guards saying, and, don't boof me to the other inmates like you get Subway.
Wouldn't that be great if Subway sponsored his prison sentence? Like they still bring him Subway. He goes, watch Jared be the first man to lose 80 pounds in prison. We bring him 2 subs a day, a veggie classic and a turkey.
We know,
blah, blah, blah.
we made a new one for you. We know you like jizz lately. So we made you a jizz sub.
This says he had sex with the girls.
Oh, then he should never get out of jail.
Yeah, it says up to 360 months for having sex with the girls.
360 months, 36 months is 3 years.
That doesn't make...
That's 30 years.
That's not enough.
Wait, that's what he's charged with.
No. According to the petition to plead guilty, which the prosecution accepted... So, wow, he just admitted to this.
Yeah.
Fogel faces between 60 to 240 months in prison for possessing and sharing the child porn. Okay. So that's not a
sex with the girls.
So was that 5 years, right? Yeah. That's 5 years to a whole bunch of years.
So
and then up to 360 months for having sex with the girls.
Can you do this concurrently? That'd be a big. If I was a lawyer, if I was my lawyer,
fight for
hey, give me that concurrent shit.
So he never gets out of jail.
Yeah,
No, concurrent means overlapping.
Oh, you were his lawyer, you're saying?
Yeah, I'd be like, give me
you're
that.
right. Consecutively.
Do one thing. You didn't do great on this. Just get me a concurrent, and I won't come after you when I'm out.
So wait, how many is 360 months? Is how many years?
30 years.
30 years. Okay.
240 months is 20 years. So it's either 50 years maximum or 30 years maximum. But that's maximum. Could be less than that.
Is he going to live 50 more years?
I believe he will.
And if he does...
No, I don't think he'll live 50 more years. But I think he'll live 30.
30 more years.
Yeah.
He has a chance to get out and live life again. But then be 37 years old. There you go. He could live 50 more years, but getting out then is
87.
a complete waste of time. I mean, he's going to die in jail.
There'll be no one left over.
He should die in jail. If he's fucking... He traveled to pay for sex with underage girls. Ah, Jesus, dude.
He traveled...
Excuse me, Your Honor.
What do you hope...
To use...
Make every person a millionaire, and you will find out exactly the kind of piece of shit they are. I don't know if people go their lowest when they're low.
No, well, you don't have an option. You can do whatever you want. You're going to become Uday and Hussein.
Yeah, I'm saying having more options is better than having like very few. Like making a mistake. Like if you're starving, right?
Yeah.
Do you steal food from a store to feed yourself? You know what I mean?
The only thing I like to eat is endangered species. Why? But I don't like Brussels sprouts. I only like cockatoos.
Give me a break, Judge. My victims were 16 and 17, says Jared Fogle. I hope it's not a quote. TMZ sucks, so I don't know if they said, like, give him a quote.
But the weird thing is,
I said to the judge, give me a
Canada.
break. Huh?
The weird thing is 17 is legal in Canada. So
16 is probably legal in many places in America.
Canada, so, exactly. So it is, I sort of see where he's like, hey, come on, it's not like I was raping kids. It's just your definition of kids.
Give me a break. But here's the thing. I mean, guy's like 37. Like, it's gross, man, to want to do that. And he's a spokesperson for shit. And if it is illegal, look, they're going to make an example out of him for goddamn sure. You know what I mean?
Do you think he'd say, give me a break, Judge? Or was like, give me a break, Judge, please?
If you try a new cold cut combo from Subway, no, but I think that's true. I think when someone's like desperate, like in need, there still seems to be some sort of morality.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't do that. I just did this.
And when someone's just like the drunk of wealth is way worse than the drunk of like poor, of what you're willing to do. It's when you find out what somebody will really do is if they have endless means.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You figure someone who's like down on their luck, like a junkie who needs money for a fix, like what they'll go through to do something. I think it's more ravenous somebody who's got endless money. That's the whole Hostel. Those Hostel movies are all based off that.
X-Men thing where it's like, it makes you become like what's really inside you. The genetic mutation gene comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Some people have swords for fingers, and other people decide to go fuck children in Taiwan.
They're just like kicking homeless people.
It's so bizarre, though. I don't know if having a ton of money would warp me to anything. I don't know if it would make me go like, you know what? I want to buy an island, put some Native Americans on it, and just burn it.
I live like my poor father. I did 23andMe. It turns out I come from bad people. I don't want to pay honor to them. Do you think Jared Fogle got like adult pussy? Like, just based on who he was? Do you think he had groupies that were like, I want to fuck that guy? And reached out to him on, like, Twitter and stuff?
I've seen the most, or even,
Jared,
you can
get it.
I've heard.
Married.
Huh?
I think he was married.
Was he?
Yeah.
Look into that. But
I don't think that's going to stop the women from approaching him, but I love the world you live in.
Just fair enough. But even if married or not, I'm saying he did. I've seen and heard stories of people who you know are very like, whether it be nebbishy and introverted or unattractive and super fat and whatever thing they could be, getting famous and getting young pussy that's literally just going like, oh my God, that's the guy I just saw on a thing. Like, I'm totally gonna fuck him. There's women out there that solely will just fuck you because they recognize you from a commercial.
From something.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't give a shit. And a lot of people would also be
Is that one of his victims?
A lot
of one of his victims. I take his side.
That's his wife.
There's no. Okay, that makes more sense.
Wow, it does make more sense. He married a 17-year-old boy.
It's just going through a bit of puberty.
Yikes.
That is a woman.
They were married 01 to 07. They got divorced because she found out he was a pedophile.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, man, she really was not in there for the long haul.
She was
in sickness and health, in pedophilia, through sickness,
in rich times and in poor.
In rich times and in poor. Through pedophilia or nay.
I mean, that's really what it means, right? those vows. It's really talking about stuff like this.
I hope he said it to him. He goes, "Oh, come on! Like what
you said?
You said
you swore.
You said through pedophilia and sickness and health. This is all of those." Jared,
those weren't joke vows.
They all the way of the. So wait, so the other people though, who else got in trouble for actually touching? Or having sex with underage people, because the rest of it was porn, right? It wasn't like Pete Townsend had a thing with porn, Jeffrey Jones had a thing with porn. I know it shut you down emotionally, Jacob, because Pete Townsend's your hero.
He had kiddie porn?
That's a whole long story. You can't just,
he's defining him.
I haven't heard this. Is it kiddie porn?
It's in his book.
Yeah, he used to jerk off all over high gloss pictures of children. And Jacob loves that.
He was trying to be a cop. I'm going off of memory, but
he was trying to be a cop, so he
was trying to. He was
to children.
Can I actually get it out?
I mean, that's a good way to.
No, his excuse is pretty ridiculous. I remember this.
Well, I'm saying I'm going off memory. He purposely told the FBI ahead of time I'm going to enter one of these. He put his credit card into one of these sites. I mean, he told them ahead of time. He was trying to be a detective on his own, in his own words, and. Yeah.
No, guys. Yes, sure. Am I jerking off? Yes, but I'm being a vigilante.
I don't think he had any photographs on his site. I think he was busted for paying for the site.
So he went undercover, basically saying, like, I'm going to try to bust these pedophiles.
Yeah, he called it. He actually told authorities ahead of time. And
Yeah, absolutely.
all right.
Wow, what a fantastic cover. Guys, I'm going to rape this girl. Social experiment. Hear me out.
I never thought he did the right thing.
This is
and
an
in
LA
this
law.
case, I believed him.
There's an
I don't
episode
think
of
it
LA
was,
Law
I
where some
think it was
black
very
guy
stupid.
went up to a cop and said, "Here's my coke," and they were like, "What?" So everyone thought the cop was lying, but he was like, "No, I can see him. He was going to search me, and I had coke, so I just figured I'd go up to him, make it sound like unbelievable."
I can't believe you remember episodes of LA Law.
Oh yeah, that and
Corbin Burnson?
yeah,
Jimmy Schmitz? Smiths.
Smiths.
Jimmy Smiths.
He went on to other stuff. Not many of them did.
Jeffrey, so he was just pictures or paying for the site. Let's see what it says here. Why did he decide he was going to be a half-deaf vigilante to pedophilia?
I think at
I
the
could turn
time
a
he
blind eye
just
to nothing.
It was a campaign against internet porn involving children. He says he was conducting research.
Because he was touched as a child. I'm
Yeah, he was
a bit of a Who
molested.
fan myself.
Yeah, that's a whole thing of Tommy, right? Like, it's...
Yeah, it's kind of where it came from.
But so do you think because
does
he
write
made
about it
Tommy
in this
that
book.
justifies him?
It doesn't justify it. I
fucking,
think it-
mostly raping young boys.
All right.
If you're an undercover guitar player, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Jacob got really upset.
You know, Joe Perry stopped human trafficking from Bosnia. He went, oh yeah.
I just bought a few slaves and
All my rock stars do all that shit. You ever heard the work Slash has done to bring down a heroin ring in Nebraska?
I had this conversation. Oh, never mind.
Please. Don't say
No,
never mind.
when this, I shouldn't. I don't want to bring this up. When the story broke, I called up Howard and I had a 10-minute conversation on the air with him about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You called up who? Howard?
yeah.
Howard
Really?
Stern?
You got through?
It was that passionate. Yeah, it was a long conversation.
Wow.
Did he say things along the line of, that's pretty great because George Harrison is out there trying to stop rape in the Bronx?
I remember the caller before me. I was on hold and I was shaking because I'm a diehard Howard fan. I
Sure.
know how he will tear you to pieces if he's in the mood.
Yeah.
I was shaking, and then the caller before me, all he said was, Howard put him on the air. Joe, you're on the air. And he goes, yeah, I got one question for Pete Townsend. Who are you? Who? Who? I really want to know. That put me at ease.
That made you feel better? That's a weird excuse.
Howard took your side.
It is a weird
Can you
thing. But he
imagine?
said, did the FBI have any record of him actually doing that? Telling them ahead of time?
He's got a note. He wrote
I
something. He
believe
goes,
so. It
I
wasn't
talked
the
to
FBI,
John.
it was,
I talked to John at the FBI. I said I was going to do this. John who? Goes, I don't know. Nice guy. He sounds like maybe a little ethnic. His name's John. You guys
First
have a
to
John
seventh
there?
floor.
I do believe they have a record, but I don't think it's the FBI.
It was,
It was
yeah, it
whatever
was-
British. Huh?
Yeah, it wasn't the FBI because this was
MI5?
all overseas.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, at that time, Roger Daltrey was off doing some international espionage, and all the rock stars were handling all that business. Oh, Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton's bringing down child pornography.
It is a weird excuse. It's a very weird excuse.
Wait, time out. How did the call end, Jacob? Did
I'm
he hang up
trying
on
to
you?
stop this.
Oh, yeah.
Did Howard hang
Did
up
he
on you?
thrash you? Verbally?
It was actually, no, it was pretty long. I still have it on cassette.
Oh, yeah, 10 minutes.
That's great.
Still got a cassette.
I'd love
You
to
gotta
hear
play
that.
Yeah, you gotta play that.
Can we play Stern clips if it's on cassette?
I don't think so.
No.
There's gotta be something in this
No,
building
he
that
will
can
end us.
transfer. Oh, Stern? Oh,
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I don't.
Texas content. I get it, I guess.
I guess.
I don't even know where the cassette is, but I got it somewhere.
You have something in this building that can transfer stuff from cassette, right? Someone has
I
something.
think they have one machine that
does it.
transfer.
I have a
will
cassette
transfer
player.
the-
I have a cassette player in my house.
Yeah.
Little tiny one.
Transfer that to DVD.
Let's see. What's the wire for that exactly? The Ethernet to male, female, red and white. Yeah, it's a ridiculous story. What was Jeffrey Jones? Look up Jeffrey Jones. What was it? Just having
Chuck
child
Berry
pornography?
was always pissing on little kids.
No, not little kids though. It was he pissed on, I think, adults.
Really?
Yeah, R. Kelly pissed on a girl that was like 14 or 15.
Yeah. I think that's still just sort of like fun.
In 2002, Jeffrey Jones, who was the Dark Overlord in Howard the Duck, he was
Jeffrey
in
Jones. Was he in Ferris Bueller?
Ferris Bueller. He was the principal in
He
Ferris
was the
Bueller.
principal.
Yeah. He was arrested for possession of child pornography and accused of soliciting a 14-year-old boy to pose for nude photographs. Man, what a weird thing to be
The
into.
misdemeanor charge of possession of child pornography was dropped. Misdemeanor.
See, that's disgusting.
You see, life moves pretty fast.
2003.
Sometimes you got to stop and smell the roses. Like today, I'm going to get out of school, and while the
It's pretty good.
while the principal's chasing me around, I'm going to go plant some child pornography on his computer. That'll shut him down. Then Jeannie's going to get so mad because she's going to be in school the whole time. Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses. Sometimes you gotta plant child pornography on
He should have planned child pornography on Ferris.
Yeah, that's what he should have done.
When he was in there.
I mean, if you
he should have
had
been
it
like,
already.
I'll get him in trouble one way or the other.
If you had it on you, at least.
I'm not going to get him on truancy, but I will get him on those child porn possession charges.
Either way, Ferris Bueller's going down.
You just missed your last day.
Shoom, blow, blow. Doom, blop, blop. Let's take our first break. We're hanging out with Ari Shaffir.
Chuck, no, come on. Chuck, stop it. Charles, Mr. Barry, it's not what I came here for. Please, I like your music. This is too much.
Oh, man, King of Rock. Someone had asparagus. We're hanging out with Ari Shaffir here for the next half hour, and then we go to a pre-record where me and Soder, I believe, wrap up. Am I right, Jacob? We wrap up the two Corys. So we'll be right back.
Nice.
It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
That's smooth.
Yumbo.
beat there. That's James Ingram, Michael McDonald, who I'm going to be seeing very shortly. Thank you to Ari Shaffir.
Yumbo?
Huh?
Is that 5 words in Yumbo?
Yamo be there, 4 words.
Yeah, I am going to be there.
Yeah.
That's 7?
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Oh, Yamo.
Yeah.
I am going to.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm
gonna be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I am. Gonna means going to.
I bet there's a great story behind the writing of that and what happened. That was always my favorite. Inagata Davida, which is the guy couldn't understand the shitty phone connection, so he wrote down what he thought the guy was saying.
Inagata Davida, baby?
Yeah, it's in the Garden of Eden, but it's Inagata Davida. He just wrote down, I don't know, it's like, whatever it was, he wasn't saying that. That was one of my, that's a pet peeve of mine that I hate. When someone repeats back to you something, like you say something to them and they repeat back such nonsensical jibber jabber, and it makes you furious. You know what I mean? You ask somebody a question, they come back to go, cucumber pickle sticks? And you're like, yeah, fuck face, that's what I was probably saying. Why would you even repeat that back to me? Just say you didn't hear me, asshole. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? The point I'm making when they come back at you? You ask a question, they didn't hear you. And like, I didn't hear you say, like, fluorescent puppy chow? Like, yep. Yeah. So you were in the right direction. Why would you even guess something that's stupid?
I want to see you get more violent, Jay.
If that's what you heard, then you're an idiot.
Just say what?
What? Yeah, just say what?
Yeah. You didn't hear.
Oh.
This is a great song.
It is a great song if it didn't last 7.5 hours.
Yeah. Good intro.
I think at its most, it's a 20-minute song. Am I right, Lou?
Could be.
17 minutes, 3 seconds.
That's insane.
Jesus.
It becomes not this for a long time.
Eden, baby.
I'm just going to let it go until it's time for us to leave.
Yeah, we have 17 minutes left. Before we get out of here, I do very much want to show you this video.
Oh yeah, let me see
that I
this.
saw today. Both DJ Lou and Black Lou both said they saw this already coming in. I don't think Christine and Jacob have seen this yet. This guy, it's a video, headline simply crazy, man films his girlfriend stabbing him multiple times, warning graphic. It's not very graphic.
Okay, hold on. Before we even get into this,
I
would like to say, I understand if that video is what it says, stabbing him, that you're under duress, but it still needs to be noted, you should have gone sideways with your phone. Not up and down.
Yeah, no, he did not film this well. And you gotta go back up, Christine. You're in the middle of it. There's no talking from this guy, but the video starts. This is on World Star, by the way, but it'll be out. We'll have it up at the Bonfire.
He's got blood on one eye.
He's got blood on his face. Doesn't seem to be a cut on his face, but there's blood on his face, implying
He looks like the Greg Wilson.
Yeah, with the implications that he's been stabbed, I guess, already, or at least cut up.
More blood may be coming.
He's filming over his shoulder at a woman who clearly seems to be very angry at him and wants to stab him. This seems very domestic. He doesn't seem like he's a burglar trying to break out of this house.
Why is he filming this? Is he looking for likes? What is actually the situation
Hearts.
here over not using both hands on the defense?
He actually scoped this. He was hoping for a lot of hearts. So many hearts. Play it for a second. I want you to just hear this. It's like Blair Witch.
You want to fuck with me?
Get away from me, okay? It's fine. It's fine. No.
You want to fuck with me?
It's fine.
You want to fuck with me?
No, I won't do it.
You want to fuck
No, I won't do it. I won't do it.
You want to fuck
Get away from me. I won't do it.
You want to fuck
Ow! You fucking bitch!
He changes the volume on his phone at one point.
Oh, that was him, not you.
No, that was him.
No, get away.
I love.
He's really trying to record
He's so monotone though. Like, nah, seriously, I won't do it.
What's that, dude? You want to fuck with me?
Get away from me,
really
okay? It's fine. It's fine. No.
You want to fuck with me?
It's fine.
You want to fuck with me?
No, I won't do it.
What's he say?
No, I won't do it. I won't do it.
You want to fuck
Get away from me. I won't do it.
You want to fuck with me?
Ow!
He got him in the
leg.
He got him in the leg. She got him in the leg.
I mean, launch her in the face with your foot, dude.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Look, there's crazy men, there's crazy women. That is for absolute sure. It's so much.
You want to fuck with me? You want to fuck with me?
It's so much more dangerous, I think, for a woman to get that kind of crazy because now you're inviting violence upon yourself from a much stronger human being. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're trying to stab this guy? You better. If you start swinging a knife at a guy, you better bury it in his neck. Like, you better kill him. Because he is going to beat the living shit out of you if he gets a hold of you.
With an excuse.
I mean, with a fantastic excuse.
Or film it.
Yeah.
I mean, but she comes in so like, if this guy fucked her mother on top of her while she was sleeping last night, you still are like, look at this bitch when she walks in and goes, hey, you wanna fuck with me? You wanna fuck with me?
In a downward motion with the stabbing, not forward, downward.
Was he like threatening to beat her up before this happened? Because she's coming in saying, he's like, I won't do it, and she's saying, you're fucking with me?
There's no context to this at all.
He had a prank voice on. Almost like he was like, hey, I decided I'm going to bring my mistress in to move in here with us. And he goes, no, I won't do it. I don't have a mistress. No, I won't do it. I said I won't do it.
That's
like,
my
that's
favorite.
why he was already filming.
I don't know if you can hear me cackling in the back of it playing. Him goes like, he's like, no, I won't. But she's swinging a knife wildly at him. He's like, no, I won't. I won't do it.
You stupid bitch.
I won't do it. Ah! You fucking nicked me, you goddamn bitch!
Just do it!
The only reason I could think he was filming her is just knowing he could overpower her and beat the shit out of her, and he'd rather have the proof to lock her up.
I think he's trying to say he might get murdered, and he needs the evidence to lock himself up. Because she may have got this guy in a way worse, but we don't see. It's a close-up of his face, and then like his left shin basically kicking, trying to kick away at her swinging a knife at his legs.
Yeah.
But she comes in so dead serious.
What's that, dude? You want to fuck with me?
Get away from me, okay? It's fine. It's fine. No.
You want to fuck with me?
It's fine.
You want to fuck with me?
No, I won't do it.
You want to fuck
No, I won't do it. I won't do it. Get away from me. I won't do it.
It sounds like Chris Stanley and Ron Bennington doing. Yes. So like Chris Stanley and Ron Bennington doing a fucking doing a bit together. Where Ron's like, "You want to fuck with me, pal? You want to fuck with me?" He's going, "No, I won't do it. I won't do it. I don't want to do it." That's literally sounds like a bit.
Sounds like Spanish Chris Stanley.
Lou, please, God. Listen to how many clean those words are. Please get so many drops of this. Give it to me one more time through, Christine. It's maybe my favorite thing.
What's that, dude? You want to fuck with me?
Get away from me, okay? It's fine. It's fine. No.
You want to fuck with me?
It's fine.
She's not bad looking.
No, I won't do it.
Even angry.
No, I won't do it. I won't do it. Get away from me. I won't do it. Ow! You fucking bitch!
That could be as simple, by the way, as like I'm moving out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
You know what? I think it's not working. I'm going to move out. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. Everything's cool. It's fine now.
I'm enjoying like picturing those two people as Joe List and Sarah Tolamash. Like that's how they do every 3 times a week. They like, have those kind of fights.
We don't have to take the call, but Jason in Montana says, "Lady sounds drunk." Well, I'm prepared to take a guy from Montana's word on a drunk woman.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I'm prepared to just take his opinion on that. I was like, yeah, she seems like she's probably drunk. But it's a lot of through the teeth talking, which could be at wit's end.
Methy.
Yeah, you said she's not bad looking, but she looks sucked in the face for sure. She looks sucked in,
methy, like still fuckable meth.
She could still do like one of those like crack whore confessions porn sites. Yeah.
I don't suck dicks. I don't suck tricks dicks. Tricks get sucked.
I get money moves. You know what, Christine, before we get off, give it to me. Yeah, give it to me one more time. I need that audio. Makes me. No, I won't do. Sorry, whatever.
Really turns him over.
You want to fuck with me?
Get away from me, okay? It's fine. It's fine. No.
You want to fuck with me?
It's fine.
Should have closed the door.
No, I won't do it.
I
won't do it. I won't do it. Get away from me. I won't do it. Ow! You fucking bitch.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Whatever. I won't do it then. No, it's fine. I won't do it.
Veto.
No, you do it. I don't do it.
No.
Whoever can do it, I'll do it. You want me to do it? I won't do it.
Stop. No, stop. Don't. I mean, no, don't.
No, seriously, don't do it. I don't want you to do it.
No, maybe you don't understand what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stab you. Your reaction seems like.
Someone got me yesterday on Twitter and made me think about something that I didn't think about when I was talking yesterday. When we were watching those, what I still say are pretty hilariously over-the-top ridiculous, those hashtag that's harassment things.
Yeah.
But someone, I was like, who are these for? I'm always taking the man's side of that in the sense of saying, like, if you're the personality who's going to sexually harass somebody, these videos aren't going to make you go, maybe I've been living not right. You know what I mean? Like, you're either a person who would do something like that, or I'd hope the majority of the world who does not do that. Who would just grab a girl's ass her first day of work to be like, this is what might happen here, baby. Like, that's not.
You're like, oh my.
Right. So, I think it's ridiculous to have these videos. Why would you need to show a guy? What do you think you're going to turn a guy around? But maybe it's because chicks don't know. You call them chicks, like trivializing women.
That's not.
I don't think these dumb broads even know. I don't know if these slots have any idea that, I think some younger women might not know that it's like, is this even worth reporting? It's like, yeah. You should probably say something about that, for sure. So maybe it's for them, I guess. I couldn't really picture.
But it's like, do something, report something.
Sure. I couldn't really picture who it was for, because I'm like, you think you're turning around a guy who would jam his hand down a girl's pants upon meeting her? Or just try to start making out? You think you're going to make him go, it's like, wait, you shouldn't just grab a girl's face and start making out with her because you're her boss? Like, that's what I was. Has that been fucked up the whole time?
Yeah. That's what I always thought was weird about the no means no thing, where it's like, everybody knows that. That's not what you're trying to get. The rapists know no means no. They choose to ignore that.
Right.
But like, they understand. It's not like, them screaming no over and over again was a sign that I should stop.
Right. No means no is actually a much more gross example of the point I was making yesterday. Like, I guess these videos could be for somebody to let like a young girl know like what you should report. But you're right. No means no. It's like, right. That video we said that people put out years ago, how not to rape, that those comics did. It's the same thing where it's like, are you wasting anyone's time?
Yeah.
Are you wasting anyone's time with this at all?
It's pretty simple, guys. If you kidnap a girl and tie her up and treat her in a torture chamber for the next 2 months and continuously, as she says no, fuck her, and then when she has a daughter, raise that daughter as your own and then fuck that daughter, well, just don't do that.
And then don't do that. It's not a good thing.
It's pretty simple.
The aristocrats. I bring that up only because in the era of you have to draw these boundaries for everything now, Black Lou sent me the story. Facebook and Google employees can now ask each other out. It's okay, but only once.
Once.
You get one ask out.
So if I went to whomever, to Jacob here, young Jacob, and I was like, Jacob, I would like to take you out on a romantic date. Would you be available for that?
No, I don't think so, Ari.
Lesson learned. Good day to you, Jacob. I will enjoy working with you. Same as we did before.
Hey, Ari Champ, what's up, buddy? You all right?
Yeah, nothing. I just used my last ask on old Jake.
You got everybody else in the office so far?
Yeah, that was the last one.
You know what's funny?
0 for 17.
When they make a rule like this, though, it does create a situation where you might as well, then the first day, just walk around the entire office like, you want to go out? Do 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 you want to go out? Yeah. I just finally goes, all right, I got 6 yeses. He goes, I'm going to organize these over the next 2 months. We'll take all 6 of you out unless one of them becomes serious.
Yeah. But here's my question. Now, if Jacob changes his mind, how are we going to handle that?
He had a weekend with his mom in Miami. He's feeling good about shit.
Hey, Ari.
Hey, got some. What's up? Hello, Jacob.
Love that
treat you as
shirt.
an equal. Next messages. Thank you.
What are you doing? Are you hanging out this weekend, or any plans?
No, you know, I'm an 0 for 17er, so my high school friends are all gone. It's gonna be a me weekend, I think.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything either.
Well, good job, Jacob. Let me take a break from this and just say that right now, I don't think Jacob used his ass.
Beating around the bush.
Yeah, which almost is the right way to do it at work. Because then you'd have to be like, he asked me, I was like, not really. I didn't. But okay, now do it again. Let's say you count a vibe.
Like, you want to hang out at my house? I mean, like,
what are you doing?
I'm going to be hanging around my house with me and my dick.
But you can't pick up on that vibe and ask me a second time.
Right, I could not.
Exactly.
I could not. But I'd have to be like, I don't know, nothing. What are you up to? But even that maybe is too risky.
What if you ask them? What if you ask them outside of the workplace? And they go, they already asked me out once. You're like, no, I didn't. That's a very he said, she said. Like, no, I didn't. I only asked the one time for real.
The other time I was joking about
First
the one time.
First time we were ducking around. You can only do it one time.
So then I made jokes like, wouldn't it be funny if I asked you out again?
I'm gonna go, hey, you want to go out? You want to go out? just do 2 in a row right away. Goes, I gotta go to HR about this.
No, please.
Why? Because I just want to see if you want to fuck. Want to fuck? I'll ask twice everything.
If I say no on the return ask out, what should be the situation now? Can neither of us ask each other out anymore, or does it go back to now he cannot ask out, but I may?
Now, does any point does this defer? That's what I think you're saying. Does any point does this defer down to like an adult making their own fucking decision up here? Like, you know what I mean? It's like I wanted to, he didn't want to at the time. He wanted to, you didn't want to at the time.
Maybe.
Why can't down the road even a little bit? It's be like, hey, you know, it's like
it's been 2 years.
Yeah,
I feel something now.
And they're like, ooh, wah, wah,
sorry,
wah.
And yeah.
Somebody comes out and puts like a muzzle on your dick.
I think you have to go to the head of human resources and just pass a note and say, can you give us to Jacob saying, do you like Ari? Yes, no.
Do you see the time that has to be wasted though? But even you're saying that, it's like an H&R thing. It's like, so-and-so asked me out twice. It's like getting, I mean like, you have to make rules for the low percentage of people who don't know how to read a signal of somebody being like, yeah, they're not interested.
Yeah.
Well, I've never asked somebody out that wasn't interested because I'm terrified to ask somebody out.
It seems pretty okay to be like, you asked her out. That's enough. She'll let you know if she changes her mind. You did it.
Sure.
But these are all like major corporations trying to, it's actually kind of nice to see that they're not being so ridiculous as to say that nobody that works together can ever have sex
That'd
ever
be way
again.
worse. That'd be way worse.
And so I think this is just like their way of trying to like stay ahead of it somehow because people that work together are going to hook up.
One time only, we get it. Asking someone out's not the worst, especially even if they say no, that should be the end of it though.
Like that was South Park did that whole episode on it where it's like the human resources person that comes to talk to the school, like the PC principal falls in love with her and they're like a perfect couple. And it makes sense because they have similar interests and work together and are into the same thing.
But when you get very specific like this is where you get people to start rising up against like a thing and start feeling they're being put in a place. Like you can, to make an analogy, you can make like cigarettes illegal. Like it's an illegal substance now, right? Cigarettes.
Okay.
But if you tell people it's like you can only have 1 cigarette a day, you'd be like, who the fuck, what do you mean? I have as many cigarettes as I want to have. They're legal. Like, do you know what I'm saying? They're trying to govern like a weird freedom. Now, I get the idea. It's saying like please don't make people uncomfortable at work. Of course. I understand the outcome of it, but it's just a weird like, telling somebody that, like,
I know, but like you ever make a
thinking
joke
about at Google, it has you thinking about how to ask somebody out at work versus thinking about Google stuff.
I know, but I would say though, err on the side of I asked her out once, or she asked him out once, and then like it didn't go. So like go way deeper on the other side of like I'm only if I catch such clear vibes if I can ask her out again.
Also, maybe a way to say you're not going to get fired for asking out. Like saying like this isn't about like if you're falling for somebody and there's a consensual thing, like that's not a fireable offense.
Yeah, exactly. It allows it. It can't say just asking someone out is not a problem. You can ask someone out.
So that's that's actually like
it's kind of like you ever make a joke.
I'm not arguing. I get them saying it. My point is being you're
to force the rule.
It's just making it a rule at all. Is, it brings attention to it. Is all I'm saying. That's a weird. Like I've never in my life thought to continuously ask somebody out over and over again, because if I did feel rejection,
doing it.
Of course, I'm saying you have to make a rule now for that guy. Yeah. That you're like, I don't know, like what if like sometimes you may have to ask somebody out 3 times, like trying to convince them a little bit, like, whatever, just a thing, like, you just got divorced, I don't think it's too soon, and then like, a month later it's like, still divorced, I feel like there was some,
I feel like
you're breaking a rule.
Yeah, you should be able, that is a real thing that's not like creepy, was when you're like, come on, one day you're gonna go on a date with me, and you get to movies and eventually like, alright Tom, I'll go out with you.
Sure! That's what I mean.
You're just persistent.
And you told them they can't. Yeah. Do that is weird. I get it's to stop somebody who's going like, can I come over? But that guy's gonna be weird fucking either way. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like getting rid of guns to protect people from maniacs with guns. That's not how maniacs get
rid
guns.
Of black people. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
I get it, Jay.
Thank you, Ari, for hanging out today. We'll leave on that.
Should have a segment called Leaving Him Out to Dry. Just go, wow, okay, well, let's go to break on that.
Captain D says we should see the new Gerber baby. It's big news. I don't understand why that's big news. We don't have to, you can put them on if you want. But is it big news? What is it?
What? Down syndrome.
Oh, Jesus. Is that true?
Down syndrome baby? I've never seen one. Play it.
Why is that necessary?
Because they need Gerber too.
And you know what? Goddamn adorable.
Yeah, he really is adorable.
Super adorable kid. But again, was that dumb? Was he? Again, it's like, did you pick because it's an adorable kid, or it's an adorable kid that has Down syndrome, so you could be like, look how great we are. I always worry about the exploitation of people with handicaps versus like, there's such a thin line I feel between the exploitation of them and the having them show you their talent, their thing or whatever. That's what that's what that Night of Too Many Stars like skewed so much was that you had like a super talented girl with Down syndrome, whatever, playing the autism. Sorry, that was like playing the piano and just singing beautifully and amazing.
Screaming people.
And then you have people behind her that are like spazzing out all over the place. And it's like it's bizarre.
This is Gerber playing the heartstrings of parents with kids with Down syndromes really hard. They're like, now they've like cornered the market on it, and it is all about money and advertising and everything. But yeah, they really are just like, now everybody who has a child with Down syndrome is going to be a Gerber.
Some of those Super Bowl commercials, same way. Me and Soder were sitting next to each other. Dan Soder, he's on the show a lot, and he'll be on in 5 minutes actually. And but there was one where it's like 50 years ago today, Martin Luther King spoke these words, and it wasn't like the I Have a Dream speech. It was another one, and it was this, and it was showing a bunch of America stuff, and that's like 15 seconds. We just turned to each other like, who's using this to make money? Let's see where this goes.
Do you remember
unless it goes to just be nice to each other. That's what we're saying today. Then it's like, that'd be okay, but. Or even the Olympics, I don't know, but like, it went to fucking Ram trucks.
Yeah, or was that Ram trucks?
Yeah, and like they're trying to milk that for profit.
And was Hyundai the one that did all the people watching things about cancer survivors?
Oh, Jesus.
And then it was like, Hyundai.
Like, this had nothing to do with the specs of the
Hyundai.
truck.
What? Does that have
spare tire?
Does that have fucking floor to floor leather interior? Jesus Christ, why are you making me look at this cancer person?
It's like you may find out that the person in charge of the campaign is a parent with a Down. Maybe it's something close to home for somebody, but at the end of the day,
because it was a bad idea.
Oh my God.
It was an adult.
Is that a baby with no hair? Oh my God, there's a toddler with no hair, everybody. I'd like to get the floodlight package also. And if I can please get an additional, oh God, heated seats.
No
God, Jesus Christ, I don't want to see it.
Oh, there's no God.
There's no God. Yeah, well, that's pretty gross, I guess, to do
Lucas.
That said, I think the act is gross if they're doing it just to.
No, that baby's cute as shit. You can justify
the baby
that. As long as the talent doesn't drop off, I got no problem with it. And that baby's cute. That baby's almost Asian level cute.
I got you. Yeah, I was saying it's almost like I'm weirded out by someone in the ranks of this decision.
Yeah.
Isn't like, and we really care about, they're just going like, it's gonna make us look awesome. And I don't know why that bothers me. It just does.
Yeah. No, I know.
You know what I mean? It's
signaling.
Someone's exploiting.
Yeah.
That's where it is. But, ooh.
So you're going to see the Michael McD today.
That's right, right now. I'm getting ready to walk out the door, everyone. Ari, thank you so much for hanging out with me.
You're welcome.
Ari has a podcast. You know it. It's called The Skeptic Tank.
Yep.
And you can catch him at Wise Guys Comedy Club in Salt Lake City, Utah, Thursday, February 22nd through Saturday, February 24th. Get tickets for that and all of Ari's shows at AriShaffir.com. And also check out his new special, Double Negative, Double Special, streaming right now on Netflix. Dan Soder going to be at Zany's in Chicago Thursday, February 22nd through Saturday, February 24th. Get tickets for that and all Dan's shows at dansoder.com. And of course,
where are you going to be, Jay?
If you're listening live, I'm going to be at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that's going to be tomorrow through Saturday. So get tickets for that, bigjcomedy.com. And when we come back, we'll be wrapping up Tale of Two Corys. Me and Dan did it the other day in a pre-record. Ari, I love you, buddy. We'll have you back on soon.
Love you too. Thanks, man.
When the kid's back.
Bye, guys.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, that is me. Good call. Lou Witzke with the eyes. How am I here?
I can't hear myself at all.
Well, maybe you should just...
Does anyone remember the time?
I do remember the time.
Does anyone remember the time you could hear me?
Do you remember the time I showed up mid-show?
I do. Oh, there. Oh, look who's in now.
It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan the Phoenix Soder rising from the ashes. Actually, this is a pre-recorded hour, so it's like half lost tapes today.
It's a half lost tapes.
So Michael can go, Jay can go see Michael McDonald. Yamo be there. First hour with Ari Shaffir. Second hour, we're going to close out the Tale of Two Corys because we have 5 days to watch it online.
We're going to give it a whirl.
And then Lifetime's going to pull it. So we were like, fuck it. Let's just close it out.
Wrap it up. And
let's
why not?
Let's go to adult Corey. Oh man, I love when movies change actors drastically. Of course, at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter. If you want to follow along, we'll be tweeting out links and shit.
Where do we leave off exactly? Because I'm happy we're doing this because I've been getting a lot of road fans when we're out on the road there have been asking.
It's
for us to finish this for sure. Can someone turn off that TV right there? I think it's distracting.
When we left off, Hamster left Felldog dancing in the parking lot of Rehab, and then we didn't.
I mean, was that where we left off officially? Because that was one of my favorite things ever.
And then we didn't get
Corey
to it.
Feldman in his downtime while he's waiting. He's like, you know what? It's okay. It's like, Corey, if you're going to be a little late, it's no big deal, man. I got a book. I could always work on my dance moves. There's a Chipotle right here.
Oh, good. I'll get some food, then I'll dance it off in the parking lot.
Keep my slender frame.
But what happens is Corey Haim has a heart attack. So here it is right now.
He's like, I'll never be waiting for a ride again. Because I'm going to have a harem of teen runaways to make sure that I'm never doing this again.
They're my human alarm clocks.
Wouldn't be like if I had a bunch of slaves that lived with me.
Oh, imagine if I had time angels.
Right now they're in a college, and the college is called Corey's Angels.
Right there. And then after that, obviously, is this the heart attack?
Hey, it's me. You were supposed to pick me up. Guess I'll take a cab.
Cool passive aggressiveness there, Felldog.
That really is. No, it's no worries. I'll just, I'll figure it out myself, I guess.
Oh my God. What did you take? Corey, talk to me.
Wow, she's super Russian in that one.
Corey, I suck it out your penis like snake bite.
I will split you in half and there will be another Corey inside of you.
And then a smaller Corey, and so forth, and so forth.
I think I have 6 Corys can die before I'm out of Corys.
And only the tiniest Corey can grow into bigger Corey.
Her mom thinks Soma's in Valiant, but she's not sure.
Soma and Valiant.
Corey, ma'am, I need you to wait.
Corey, we never saw this coming. Please tell me problem is he is drunk off semen of Hollywood executive.
That happens. He gets waterlogged.
Usually I just shove some charcoal in his stomach and it all absorbs.
So we can move forward him having the heart attack because he has the heart attack, then he gets clean.
Is that the idea, that he gets clean?
I think. And then it just jumps to him moving in with his mom. He leaves Hollywood. Corey Haim leaves Hollywood.
Well, I mean, Hollywood sort of left Corey Haim.
Can you hear me? What's his name, Corey?
Was there a clamoring for Corey Haim by this point?
I don't know.
I mean,
a resurgence?
I mean, the kid was a human flesh.
He's got the 222 necklace, which is always great.
The kid was a human fleshlight for Hollywood's bigwigs.
Yeah. He's basically the old catcher heart attack. Because he has the heart attack, then he gets clean.
Is that the idea, that he gets clean?
I think. And then, well, it just jumps to him moving in with his mom. He leaves Hollywood. Corey Haim leaves Hollywood.
Well, I mean, Hollywood sort of left Corey Haim.
Can you hear me? What's his name? Corey?
Was there a
Do you feel
clamoring
anything?
for Corey Haim by this point?
I don't know.
I mean,
a resurgence?
I mean, the kid was a human
Oh,
flesh.
he's got the 222 necklace, which is always great.
The kid was a human fleshlight for Hollywood's bigwigs.
Yeah. He's basically the old catcher's mitt in the garage. Wait, hit play. Is this old Corey with young Corey? Hit play. Is this the hospital scene?
No.
Oh no, this is a different scene. You're jumping between movies. You're confusing the shit out of me. I thought, go to the other one. All right. I thought he was showing up in this scene, and I was like, they crossed over old Corey with young Corey? How bad of producers did they have?
Hey, I know you've been in a coma for, let's call it 7 years.
I'm from the future.
Although if you heard that news, this is how much he fell off, Corey Haim. If somebody came in here and told you for sure, they were confident, like, oh yeah, you don't remember? Like, Corey Haim was like in like a 2-year coma. You'd be like, what? Was he maybe?
You go like that. I try to get ahead of it and go, yeah, 97.99.
You just start throwing extra lies in there? Yeah, man, totally. I wrote him like 8 fan letters.
Yeah. No, I heard he was actually a pretty big breakthrough for science. Because
he had awakenings.
Yeah.
He woke
Awakenings.
up. Awakenings.
What, Jacob?
My next favorite scene is when Corey asks his manager to get him work. And then there's always the Mexican restaurant scene.
Oh.
The two Coreys have it out.
Oh, there is plenty.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, let's try to get through this then.
What happened? Where am I?
Hello.
You had an overdose. Hey, come on. Doctor said you need to take it easy.
No coke for like a week.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
Well, you were at the pool being badass.
Maybe just a little bump would help me remember.
Mom, I'm just trying to even out here.
You don't understand, Mom. It's not to get high now. I don't want to be sick.
Yeah. Who's the sexy asshole who took my underwear off there? Because I'm sheet to dog.
Yeah. Like, I noticed my pants are off. Did I get a part or something while I was asleep?
Please tell me it's the new Beverly Hills Cop. Please tell me I'm in the new Beverly Hills Cop.
Did I just get in Beverly Hills Cop 3?
Oh, God. I woke up back down, so this was one of the good ones.
Am I Judge Reinhold's kid?
Yeah, I would love to.
Andy Fiore was upset with the two of you. He said the mom did a very good accent.
Andy Fiore's full of shit.
He said that she's
His
French
brain's
Canadian
big.
and she was nailing the French Canadian accent.
No, she wasn't.
French Canadian. She sounds like Drago's wife.
Yeah.
She really does.
Corey, they think that Corey Feldman is so very good and you are so very bad. I just want my husband to be safe. I just, by the way, not to deviate too much here because there's no point having a long talk about it. Because of all the recent Eagles stuff, going on, they played all the Rockies, Rocky 1 through 5,
great,
straight through on Showtime. I think kept doing it, or Stars, one of
great
them.
network, home to great
fantastic.
shows.
Oh yeah, it is home to great shows, and also as we found out, home of the Gronkowski comedy special. But that's already been handled.
Yeah,
Rocky 4, it's probably been said 1,000 times, but. I mean, Drago murders Apollo Creed. It's a cold-blooded murder.
Yeah.
And they treat it like that's just how sometimes sports ends.
Well, Jay, I don't know if you know Sly Stallone's rules of sports, Sylvester Stallone's wide world of sports, but death is often involved.
Death is involved, and it can only be... It's like professional wrestling. Kurt Metzger used to always make the joke. His favorite thing in wrestling ever was... Sandman and Raven in ECW.
No, fuck yeah.
One of the storylines was Raven took Sandman's kid and took him to Japan. And then he would do send videos back going like, Sandman, if you want to see your son, but doing all the weird things with his son. And it's like, hey, I mean, should we get the authorities involved in this? Like, I don't know if you saw that, but this guy's admitted to kidnapping.
Yeah, when it gets
he's
real.
giving you his location. Yeah, it's too ridiculous. So same thing where he's like, I'm going to go fight this guy in Russia. Like, well, he's getting a lot of death threats since he cold-blooded murdered a guy on television. Yeah. And for some reason, they just let him put the flag over himself, and the mustache guy was just doing an after-thing interview.
Yeah, he also, you don't know how the translator's translating everything Rocky is saying. But it works.
Absolutely. But Drago is beating a defenseless Apollo Creed against the ropes. The referee jumps on Drago, Drago throws the referee down on the ground and goes back to punching Apollo Creed in the face.
My question is...
That's a murder!
But my question...
He just murdered a guy.
My question to you is, was it done in the state of Nevada? Because they have a different sports commission there.
You know
They're
what?
very lenient.
The laws are different there.
They are very... You're not gonna...
As long as it's in the ring, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, dude. If you're in those 4 ropes...
Just go to the end of the fight.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies. Yeah.
Also, his punches are hilarious because they look like, it looks like a sitcom.
No, you gotta go
punch.
back a little bit because that's the killer shot.
That's the death blow. So right here, mocking him. Oop.
Yeah, he just does not look good. What's his name?
Who? Ivan
Not
Drago?
Shooter McGavin.
Oh, Carl Weathers?
Yeah, but I know Carl Weathers, but...
in Happy Gilmore?
You took his eye. Oh man, why am I drawing a blank on
Chubbs.
this? Chubbs. You took Chubbs' eye. Here's, look, the referee. He throws the referee away to continue murdering a guy.
And it's Rocky's fault?
You think he's gonna respect the towel being thrown, by the way? Tony Dow really is stupid.
Did someone throw towel? Big problem. I stopped. So sorry.
Because I don't adhere to referee, but towel I always respect.
I respect anything that can absorb water.
They smile. Yes, murder.
Murder in the ring.
Why is that just okay?
I think we're going to get our title shot.
Yeah. You know this was an exhibition, right? He goes, and look how good I did in exhibition. Imagine if it was sanctioned.
Imagine if this for real. Yeah, you murdered a guy.
He murdered a guy.
In the 80s, you can kill in the ring.
There is no easy way out. If you get a chance, you're listening at home, look up this song, There's No Easy Way Out, on Cleveland Show. Cleveland Show does a wonderful
also, if you're driving,
mocking of that scene.
If you're driving a standard car, please shift as many times as possible, because that's how many times Rocky did.
Yeah. What kind of roads are you on?
Yeah. Are you just slowing down and then going very fast and then slowing down?
Yeah, the Cleveland Show was the one where Peter shows up to town, doesn't tell Cleveland. So Cleveland takes the ride and has all the memories of Peter and him being friends. It's great. Seth MacFarlane, man, and his writing staff just nail it. To go back to the Tale of Two Corys, we've deviated.
No, we always deviate.
Of course we do. But we are now... Yeah, no, I want to go back and hear this mom talking to Corey Haim, because Merkface is a retard. There's no possible way he thinks that's a good he thinks it's a good French-Canadian accent. I don't even think it's a good Russian accent, but it's clearly Russian.
I'm scared. I know.
If you die, you die.
Yeah. I mean, that might be my favorite piece of acting in the whole movie. He goes, I'm scared.
I get so afraid. I haven't even got a chance to eat Nicole Eggert's box yet.
That's going to be in the movie, right? Looks at the director. He goes, we're going to do that, right?
He goes, Corey Haim was quite the improver. We didn't even have a puss-eating scene written in there.
He just said it.
Just yanked her panties down, started munching box against the wall, and we said, let those cameras roll. Just keep it rolling.
I was scared too. We almost lost you.
Au revoir.
Are you okay? Hmm? Just stay here, okay? Don't leave. No. I'm staying here with you, no matter what. Hmm?
I must stay here. I am French Canadian. We are very loyal people.
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Do you remember that song I used to sing to you?
Mother Russia, you are superior.
Oh, Canada.
What marching orders are these?
Let me get my babushka and sing famous French-Canadian song from when I was little girl in French Canada.
St. Petersburg, Quebec.
Red Square, Montreal.
Land of the silver birch, home of the beaver, Where's still the mighty moves?
He goes, hey mom, you know what'd be better than a song? A fucking fat ram. So why don't you get your bullshit out of my face?
I like her song having, remember the song back from French Canada? He goes, Canada, leaving behind the steel curtain.
Stolen bed, breadline good.
Blue Lake and Rocky Shore, I will return once more.
All right.
He's like, Mom, is this the Tragically Hip?
Yeah. He goes, oh, that's pretty sweet. Is this the Shins? Is this an old, oh, this is.
Mom, is this Rush?
Dude, this is great.
I know, they get the guy to play, is he a lawyer, right? He's their lawyer, I believe?
His agent.
Oh, yeah, his agent. His agent is the guy from Mr. Show.
Look,
which is fantastic.
I'm married now.
Old
and
Corey.
Susie and I.
New actors.
Yeah, so here's the jump. So now Corey Feldman is now played by an adult actor.
Who looks to be somewhat related to Lou Diamond Phillips.
It looks like possibly Lou Diamond Phillips and Corey Feldman fucked.
Yeah, and Kevin from the Backstreet Boys. Good call, Christine.
It's definitely not horrific acting.
No.
Or not acting, it's horrific acting across the board.
Oh,
it's not horrific casting. It's not horrific casting at all. The guy sort of is pulling off a Corey Feldman. Yeah, now that I'm looking at Kevin from Backstreet Boys, I'm starting to wonder if that guy obsessed over Corey Feldman like Corey Feldman obsessed over Michael Jackson.
Oh, he goes, I grew up watching all of his dance moves.
That's the guy who plays
Corey Haim.
Great casting too, by the way. But it's gotta be a shame when you just naturally look like burned out, bloated, uncomfortable, old Corey Haim.
Yeah. Okay, so
spazzed out.
Guy's name's Scott Bosley.
Mosley.
Oh, Bose is on Corey Feldman. Playing.
I want to look up Corey Haim's character's mom character, because I want to see her talking in anything else and see if she was putting on that accent. If she believes that was the French Canadian accent.
That's her?
No.
No,
That's
not
the
at
sister.
all.
Okay.
No, idiot.
Sheila,
There it is.
Paula Lindbergh.
Paula Lindbergh. She was in Fringe. Hell yeah. I think I've seen everything she's done, by the way, just by IMDb.
I want to know where she's from. Is she from Russia?
She's Swedish.
She's Swedish?
Oh, Jacob's already had a Jack sesh to her. Sorry, we should have went right to the source. I didn't realize. She has a scene in French where she's wearing a nightie.
She slowly walks by a moonlit window. You can kind of see box.
I'm waiting for DirecTV to send me a new remote. She is the first one up.
Let's not deviate too much. Let's get back to the movie. He's asking his agent for work.
Making some real money.
I hear you, but my phone isn't exactly ringing off the hook with offers for a former child star.
You sound like my dad.
Yeah.
I should have just kept my dad as my manager. He was rocking.
He's the guy who knew how to shred.
I'd walk into a nice Hooters. He'd just be playing in the back with his band.
Soder rules.
So doubts.
Per you.
Hey, I'm Dan Soder and Feld Dog's dad.
Hey, we're just jamming. What's up, Corey Feldman? I'm a child, but I know you.
A hit in 10 years.
I was in one of the biggest independent films of the 90s.
The voice of a turtle puppet.
Wait, what the fuck was he in the 90s?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's right.
He was the voice of
I forgot.
Raphael?
One of them.
No, not Raphael.
I don't know. 80,000.
So, being taken seriously is the least of your problems. You said you wanted to do another comedy again?
Exactly. Comedy, not reality.
This is scripted reality.
Oh, they're telling him he's got to do reality TV, and this leads way to a Corey reunion.
Well, in the show they put out, which was called The Two Coreys, right? Mm-hmm. That was the name of the show, The Two Coreys, which I believe was very light on comedy and very real into watching Corey Haim fall apart again as an adult.
You better play the scene where he's playing roller hockey, because they show him in his Zen place, and then Feld Dog comes up with his kid looking like a D-bag.
Yeah, I mean, the least acknowledged child in Hollywood history. They almost cut him out of the frame as much as possible.
Dude, look where he is, because it's just like suburbs. If you saw a guy dressed like that, you'd be like, please tell me you work at a kiosk in the mall.
Oh yeah, this guy went to Canada, he's gonna get raped looking like that.
He's got what does he have? embroidered. That's an embroidered vest
that matches his hat.
That matches his hat over a dress shirt.
And then he's got his son, who I'm blown away. He doesn't dress exactly like him.
Oh, man.
I really would assume the kid would dress exactly like him.
Someone probably had to get involved and change that. He goes, no, that's how I dress my kid. Everything. They go, all right, we don't have the budget to find a matching outfits. He goes, it's where most of my budget goes.
Do you have clip-on pocket watches for a 3-year-old?
I know. I look like a 1930s evil magician. And I want my son to look like it, too.
Do you have something that looks like we're a father and son sorcery team?
I mean, it is so bad. That guy looks like a strip club DJ.
Oh, totally.
That's how strip club DJs dress.
That's absolutely true. That is how they dress.
They're kind of knobby. He's probably sipping on a Monster Energy drink.
And they fucked every girl who works at the club who needed coke.
Oh, 1,000%.
This guy's always got coke on an upper vest pocket.
He goes, Cheyenne, want to see me at booth 3? I got a teener.
Oh, looks like Passion wants a little fun dust. Here you go, Passion.
Oh, you want
Sorry, Karen.
Sorry.
I know, we know each other.
Oh, no, when I'm giving you the boog shook, I got to give you your civilian name.
The boog shook.
So Corey Feldman's got himself a little goonie now. Yeah. Guess I'm finally an adult.
Yeah. Totes.
Got the left down.
Sober? Yeah. Pretty much. My dad got me into this outpatient program, so I go every now and again.
He goes, what about the boofing? You still getting boofed? He goes, once a month.
He goes,
just keep things open. I don't want it to seal shut like when you get your ears pierced.
He's like, there's no rehab for that, man. There's no weaning off dick in your butt.
Yeah, he goes, oh, no, I got to get it in there. That's basically my alignment. So I get my alignment done. I just get a big old D in the B.
Yeah, I get muscle imbalance if I don't have a fucking fat hog in my shitter.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a chiropractor. He just pops my hips out when he's just blasting my ass. So that's why I play roller hockey. I just want to make sure my ankles are strong.
Goes, Doc, I'm just having a weird, it's like a weird, almost like joint pain in my hip.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. When's the last time you had a fat dong in your butt?
He goes, we haven't been blasting in your ass in over 3 months.
Well, I want to, but there's just not a lot of time, you know. I'm in this pretty dope roller hockey league now.
So what if I told you could wear your skates while you get boofed?
I'd say, sign me the fuck up.
What if I told you there's a whole league of butt fucking on rollerblades?
It's really a good show of sex.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, Feldog, listen, I'd love to have more of this conversation, but these guys are waiting to just haul off on my asshole over there.
You seen the way NHL players treat the Stanley Cup? These guys with my butt, just like that. They kiss it. They put champagne in it. Everybody gets it for one day.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about getting back into acting too. You know, nothing too big. Just trying out for some local stuff.
By the way, still wearing the 222 necklace.
It's the thinnest necklace I've ever seen. I would respect more if 3 times during this movie they showed him at a jewelry store, going like, "Yeah, I gotta replace this link came off." It looks like a necklace you get in when you put a quarter thing, you turn the.
But here's
it's lasted forever. That thing's lasted longer than a friendship bracelet.
Yeah, how bad's the props department that when they had the kid, they made the necklace to fit little Corey Haim, and then big Corey Haim's like, "So you guys just didn't get a bigger one for me?" And they're like, "No, you have to wear it around your neck."
Yeah. Hey, Hamster, I noticed that your necklace is above your Adam's apple. Yeah. That seems like a weird place for it.
Hey, are you getting enough blood to the brain, bro? I just really think it's tight. I mean, it's such a tight necklace.
It's so tight. It says 222 on his chin.
He goes,
hang on. If I lay on my back, I get a little extra room.
I have to lay down at least 15 times a day.
You want me to roll that thing down for you? No, it won't come off. It won't come off if you get it too low.
You have to cut.
You gotta get it over the lip.
So, hey, they want to do a show with us. You, me, and Susie. You're gonna be like an extra roommate. Like a reality show? Scripted.
I felt a kinship right here to Feldog, though, because he's talking about they have a reality show for me, you, and his wife or girlfriend at the time. And that really is Christine. Like, hey guys, you want to do a radio show? Yeah, it's just fucking me, you, and Christine. Well, what's Christine gonna be doing exactly? I should figure something out in the background, man. Just fucking playing videos or whatever.
Just a roommate?
Yeah, what's the big deal?
You did approach me at my roller hockey game.
Yeah, by the way, he never asked a question. He goes, oh, me, you, and Susie. This is a weird one. Who the fuck is Susie?
Yeah. I just met your son, and now I'm going to backtrack a little bit. And say that is your daughter?
She's the whore who queefed out this little shit.
Yeah. He goes, that shell of a woman gave me this.
Yeah. She's the one who queefed out this goonie.
What the hell's that? Well, it's like reality, right? But we can write it. So.
That's almost a comedy line, by the way. It's almost a line from comedy. When the title describes everything you need to know about it, and then ask the question, what is that? Like, they want us to do like a judging music show where we sit and judge musicians when they try to sing. He goes, what is that? He goes, what? I mean, I just described everything about it.
Like scripted reality. He goes, what is it? He goes, it's reality, but it's scripted. I'm sorry. Did your brain get fucked out of your ear by one of those producers?
Sorry, let me loosen this necklace. Yeah, scripted reality. Yeah, totally.
Oh, dude, you gotta say that. Oh, fuck, hold on.
Sorry, I cut off my carotid.
You don't realize how good air is until you don't have it.
So it's a comedy. Yeah. And we could show people how great we are doing comedy again.
Yeah, just zany times where I'm trying to get you out of a closet where you're swearing you're not doing drugs, but it smells like burning hair.
Yeah. A lot of violin play in between scenes. A lot of drone pan outs. Could be good.
I wonder if they did the show. I never watched the show very much, but I wonder if the show had.
Can you grab a trailer of Two Corys real quick so we can see just.
I love when shows have the multiple versions of the same song for sad or happy. I mean, it's the Brady Bunch thing is the original one of those, you know? We're like,
not A Tale of Two Corys. The actual show.
Oh.
His reality show.
The Two Corys.
Scripted reality.
Yeah, scripted reality. It's me, you, and Lindsay. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start doing that, adding people who they don't know. I'm like, dude, you want to go to lunch? It's just me, you, me, and Abby. What?
Who the
fuck's that?
Abby? Goes, Abby, dude.
Come on.
Three Amigos ride again, right?
You know, it's us.
I don't think I know who Abby is. Goes, come on, dude. Abby from before. Anyway, listen, let's just go.
Come on, you know.
What are you bitching about? Seeing them for real. The actors they got for the adults are great.
I mean, they know
concerned about whether this is the right move right now. Because first of all, it means I don't think Corey's going to be able to leave. I think he's going to have to stay here. I'm just telling you.
He can't stay here.
Even if he doesn't stay in the house, even if he stays at a hotel, and
even if he's at a hotel somewhere in town.
Wait, Luke, can you get some laughing things up?
Like a sitcom?
Maybe it's a comedy if you add laughter.
Do you have a laugh track?
Because this is definitely about him doing drugs.
Perfect. Yeah, all right, let's cue it.
Even if he's at a hotel somewhere in town, he'll be here. He can't stay here.
Hi. Can I interject for a minute? I'm sorry, I don't need to be interrupting, but that's wrong.
Now, Lou, also, we're going to zhuzh this up. Now, Lou, can you do me a favor? Can you get the super cheering clapping, like when the Fonz would walk in?
Yeah.
So when Corey
the Kramer pop.
Yeah.
By like season
so when
6.
Haim walks in the room here, because he's eavesdropping on Feldog.
But if you're a live studio audience and you see him come through the door,
I mean, you're going to lose it.
Yeah.
This is a comedy, remember, everybody?
Yeah, scripted comedy. It's how it's sold in the movie.
Hang on. You got to give him a second, Christine. I know it's a weird setup here because you guys have...
Is anyone else blown away with how hot Corey Feldman's wife is? Oh, Jacob knows.
Oh, she did Playboy too, I think. Yeah.
I mean,
I think she shows box too.
Maybe I was wrong, but maybe Corey Feldman's stories are all right, and he didn't lie. Maybe he did do blow with a beautiful woman.
Oh, no. She was hot as hell, actually.
Good God,
no,
Corey.
Just click images, Christine. I don't know how people don't know how to type filthy shit. Susie Feldman. First of all, it's Susie. You spelled it like she's a goddamn rapper. Type in nude. Yeah. Oh, good lordy.
Fake boobs.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Just fake boobs. Oh, you're right. Gross. Get her out of here.
Ew. Broken.
God damn, dude. She is smoking hot.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for Corey.
Good for him.
All right, now let's go back to them fighting.
It'll be a lot about me, fucking hot puss and you coming off drugs.
Yeah.
You having a rough go, me getting back into Hollywood.
We're gonna look
you
for
having
your,
a rough go.
We're gonna look for your eyebrows.
He'll be here. He can't stay here.
Hi.
I'm saying
is that whatever, dude. I'm calling a cab.
I'm saying he's staying here.
Come on. I know, Susan. I heard that very clearly. And you know what? I don't need to be here. I could leave.
You guys.
No, this is your problem, not you guys. This is your problem. But I mean, your wife, man, like being in the middle.
Dude, we just had a good meeting. Right. Everything's fine.
Great guy, great meeting. I don't give a about that. I give a about this. Family. You understand that?
He's telling me about what's going on, and that you may need to be around for a long time. And I'm going, no.
He can't stay.
You.
What am I, like a germ?
I don't need your attitude.
Okay, so you're his wife. You can talk to me. I don't think so.
I don't need your attitude.
Dude, you guys gotta calm down.
This is why Corey went crazy. This is why Feldog went crazy.
Keep your wife on a fucking leash, man. Yeah, hamster. I'll be honest.
Is that what he said?
He said, keep your wife on a fucking leash, man. Oh, yeah.
Hamster. I mean, maybe Corey Feldman's right in this biop.
You guys gotta calm down. Your wife on a leash, man. She's pissing me off now.
Dude.
Yeah,
that's my wife.
Yeah, so what, you back her up all the time?
Yes, I back her up all the time.
We're a team.
Okay.
You don't have a team, so you don't understand.
You're such a bitch.
Hey, watch me.
Dude, look.
What the
do not accept me. Corey.
You don't call my wife.
Look, you want a step? You want a step? I will knock you out, kid.
Hey,
you don't want to do this with me.
Stop it.
Do you understand that?
Have you ever seen two people you feel like you get beat up more?
I mean, I want to get in there.
I know, like, you don't want to do this with me. He goes, I think you're probably in my top 3 people I'd want to do this with.
I know. Hi,
a
guys.
weakened spirit, butt-fucked drug addicts? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to
come in through the back door. Hey, Dan Soder, MTV2's Guy Court. Who am I going to... Thanks, guys. This is ruling per usual. I was wondering whose ass I'm going to kick out in the backyard first. And we are going by alphabetical order, so Feldog, get on out here.
Feldog, get your ass out here. This is, I believe this is a little bit of scripted reality because...
He says it in the movie, Jay.
Well, I know, but Corey Haim has him up by the collars, and Corey Feldman's wife would just be like, stop,
Guys,
seriously,
stop it. We're making money off this. Stop it.
She had big boobs.
True, Gerald Foos.
He had such big boobs.
I love
big
it.
Old
I love that you have Gerald Foos drop.
And I would masturbate while I watched her big old bush.
Window.
And I guess that's why through the window.
In the window. But
what about this? Do you think they had intentions of this being some sort of a comedy show?
I don't know. Hey, can you just watch the rest of the clip real quick?
Sure. I will kill you, bro. Mess you up.
Stop.
Susan, get out of the middle.
It's not working.
I don't know what the is going on with you and Susie, but I'm done with it. Do you understand me? And that's it. It's over, okay? You need to go. I need my time, and she definitely needs her time, but I'm not ending it like this.
Okay, look. I'm gone.
There he goes. He goes,
you alright?
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Stop touching me.
You know what? I'm out of here. I got a Hollywood fat cat that wants to stuff it in my boot.
And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. You guys have never laid on producer pillows? That's what I call when I just lay on these fat gay men who fuck me.
If anyone needs me, I'll be riding a Mastiff side saddle.
Back to Tale of Two Corys.
Hey, what's wrong, man?
I got boofed.
I thought you'd be pumped. No, we're back in the game.
He's like, yeah, well, there's been a recall on the mesh they used to put my asshole back in place. So I think I have to go in for another operation.
I could be entitled to $20,000 if I use Sullivan & Sullivan. But really, it just makes my bowel movement so painful.
Well, you see, Feldog, I've had some complications with my anal mesh, and
basically it looks like a pasta strainer. All my shit comes out in Play-Doh like noodle form.
Small part. How small?
Oh, this is them saying...
we gotta set this up a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta set this up. This is Lost Boys 2. Feldog gets the call that they're doing Lost Boys 2. But finally doing it, and then Hamster has a small part in it.
I mean, it's so funny when only one person pushes and even thinks it's a good idea for a sequel. As you see, what's happening in this movie is, it seems that Feldog's big thing was like, we gotta do another Lost Boys.
Yeah.
And how psyched are you for the idea if they go, you know what, we're doing it? And it's like, oh, cool. It's like, so Kiefer finally agreed? Like, no. He goes, oh, but Jason Patrick's gonna come back. No. He goes, but Diane Wiest will be there for the...
No. She's busy.
No. So who's going to be in it? A bunch of nobodies.
Do you have the trailer for Lost Boys 2?
How many theaters release?
What's that?
Was it made? You saw it?
It was definitely made.
Oh, I saw it. It's horrible. Of course it's horrible. It's Joel Schumacher versus some dude directed this one. The Tribe.
The wine that Shane gave you the other night wasn't wine. It was blood.
Is that Miley Cyrus?
It's just a suck monkey. What he's trying to say is, we're vampires.
Oh, scary.
No, but seriously. We're vampires.
And the vampires look so much shittier and stupider than the first one.
Yeah.
They were so cool looking in the first one.
So they really just...
They do this with a lot of things, and they never pan out. There's like 5 Dusk Till Dawns. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing when a movie
Eventually
just
John
keeps
Bon
going.
Jovi started jumping in.
What?
Oh, yeah.
John Bon Jovi's in...
Or maybe he's not in a Dusk Till Dawn. John Bon Jovi might be in... They made several more Vampires movies, too. Remember Vampires with James Woods?
Yeah, I mean, Iron Eagle's the one that I remember that they made like 8, and they just kept going.
But they kept getting that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Eagle himself had nothing else going on.
Hell yeah, he did.
But everybody else in Lost Boys was like, why would we make a thing? The story ended pretty great, no?
Great, ended perfectly.
Like, nope.
And so this is the part of the movie, it's in 2008.
Oh, there's another one after that, actually. There's a third one.
There's a third, yeah.
They kept going.
He was in that too? Corey was in?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. And Haim was in none of them.
No, that's not true. Haim's at the end of part 2.
Oh, yeah, he gets a cameo?
He does the cameo. That's what this whole scene in the 2 Corys we're about to watch is coming up. That he's getting a
Wow,
cameo.
Feldog is in it.
He's breeding an undead army. The only thing that stands between him and the annihilation of the entire human race would be us.
Guess what I found out? You can make an entire movie with a camera phone.
It's shot so bad.
This is iPhone 8.
I can't do it without you. They can do what they want.
Oh, wait. That's Jason,
Patrick
Newlander?
Oh.
We haven't been the Frog
No,
Brothers
it's the other Frog brother.
I can't do it without you.
He was able to get that, like Newfounders, something like that his name is? Jason something.
Alright, so you got one guy back.
Well, the other Frog brother. But what the fuck did he have going on anyway? Of course you were able to get him.
Well, you guys have to drink or still out me?
If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need weapons.
I mean, they gave him like...
Lots of really expensive...
How do you change the... Look, there was 3 blades, right? That all had Wesley Snipes in them.
Loved them.
They never changed... like the vampires, how they looked?
Nope.
Or what they did. They had those super ones that had their mouths that open like Predator.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But besides that, it's always been a very similar looking vampire he's dealt with. The mythology stayed the same. The action, the special effects were huge as they had stars in every single one of them. Why would you want your legacy to be one of our greatest movies has 2 shittily made things that only you agreed to?
Yeah,
this
is all
what could the paycheck be?
This is all just like them being like, let's just get money to make these. Let's just make money.
But what could the paycheck be?
Not that
they
great.
know that the movie's not going to make any money. No one's like, well, this one's going to get us back on top. This is the one that brings us back, baby.
What's some income versus no income? Like, probably a lot of those guys aren't working, so they're just like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll take a movie. Lost Boys 3.
Maybe if he just starts telling those angels to start
jamming,
running some sort of a brothel out of the house. That's what it seems like anyway.
I was going to say smuggle heroin from San Diego.
Well, we got to go back to where he says he's going to do a cameo, and Hamster's not happy about that.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Hey, champ.
Did you know I even started writing the script myself?
Oh, boy. Goes like this.
No.
I bet it sucked.
I mean, I bet it sucked. I bet it was so bad. He's like, a young boy becomes a vampire because he doesn't want to deal with real life anymore and being butt fucked by Hollywood executive.
Interior, bedroom, sad, boy lays on his stomach, ice pack on his butt.
Staring at poster of film Lucas.
If I was a vampire, I would kill all of the bad men. I would drink their blood and spit it in their face. Walks one of the Frog Brothers. Corey. Damn it, that's not his name.
Wait, give that the thing. He goes, okay. Bites off Hollywood executives. Dick, stop.
Stop. Is that setting a memo? Stop. I must meet you down near the quarry. Stop.
Hollywood executive says.
In walks another Frog Brother. But you are the coolest. And only you can stop these boofing vampires. I said, I know I'm cool.
They tell me that the best blood is in a boy's dick.
Did you
with a Z?
Did you know that having sex for work is not gay? This just puts in the dialogue. We're like, huh?
And that's when my friend's vampire assistant explored my whole body with his teeth. Fangs.
He goes, I'm picking this up. You know, I even started writing it. You go.
He goes, please God, let me see it. Please God, let me see it.
Swear to God, we'll smoke a joint and read it. Like, I'll read it out to all our friends. Oh God.
I started writing the script. Cool.
Yeah.
Why don't you let me,
hey, you mind
take a look at it?
Mind if Susie and I read it while you film your scene? No, I'm excited to get to it.
No, I just think if it's good enough,
yeah.
I could probably find a production company.
Oh, dude, you didn't tell me you're writing it. We could go right to production.
I got it. All I want to do now is see the script Corey Haim wrote. What if it's awesome?
Yeah, it's like Tarantino-esque.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, whoa.
He goes, I gotta tell you, Hamster, pretty good.
I didn't see it going that way. It zigged when it was supposed to zag.
Wanted to hate it, but man, there's so many deeks and twists and turns.
Hey, Hamster, I'm going to ask you just straight up. Is this about capitalism? He goes, well written. There's like a point, like a large point.
Yes. Is this loosely based on the Madoff scandal?
I go, all right, I don't want to sound weird and I don't want to say this, but is this Moby Dick? He goes, it is. It is with vampires. And he goes, well done.
It's all
you really took a look at how it must feel to actually be Captain Ahab. I like what you've done. Strong story structure, good writing.
Told through the voice of a teenage, constantly raped vampire.
It's great.
For years, it was all I ever wanted. A chance to prove that we still got it.
Hey, I told you already, man. You're in the movie.
Again, this is where you see where that Corey Feldman clearly executive produced it, because Corey Haim would never say we got it, that I still got it. Because that's how human beings think. It's very self-centered. You'd be like, I wanted people to know that I still got it, but everything that Corey Haim says to brag, it's always about them, where he's like, I wanted to show that we could do it. And Corey Feldman's like, listen, I'm the fire starter. A terrific fire starter.
Especially because Felddog worked all through this. He always stayed working in some way.
Stay working. Work it.
Rock and Roll High School?
Oh yeah, hip play.
Program. Outpatient program. Yeah, I know. I mean real rehab.
Real rehab, Corey.
How long? I don't know. Weeks, months. All right, however long it takes.
How about if I told you 222 days?
He goes, I'm kidding. That'd be weird though, right?
That'd be quite some time.
He goes, wouldn't you freak out if the judge was all like 222?
He's like, how about 22 days? Like, well, that's sort of my number.
He goes, also, can you even get clean in that? So this is the scene where they're about to go take Corey Haim to rehab, and he's just slamming margarita.
He goes, I want to have a few margaritas before I go to rehab.
So rewind it a little bit.
Which, by the way, when I watched this with Christine, we had a slight disagreement on this. Isn't that pretty normal? Isn't that pretty common? Like before someone goes to rehab, they're like, well, I'm going to go to rehab. Like people go to rehab fucked up all the time, right?
Yeah,
like,
rewind it a little bit, Christine, because he says it in the car. Yes, we're back to where
yes.
I want to grab a drink before I go in.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Come on, man. One last hurrah.
I'll be like this.
By the way, again, I was produced by Corey Feldman. How cocky is to believe that if a guy's going to rehab, his last hurrah wants to be sitting in the afternoon in a Mexican restaurant drinking margaritas across from a sober Corey Feldman, like just there judging you.
Yeah, why would
Susie's kind of waiting at home for me?
He goes, can you wrap it up? Kind of told her I'd be home to watch some TV.
Yeah, what kind of not buzzkill do you think it was going to be sitting across from a guy like lecturing you while you're just trying to get hammered one last time for rehab?
The guy that gave you the ultimatum about going to rehab. He goes, I know a spot. I'll take you over to Lapido's.
It's 2 for $5 night.
He goes, take hand-rolled tacos. What about Fiesta time? It's me. Hey, how you guys doing? Start you off with some guacamole. We have mild, medium, and spicy. We have a large list of tequilas if you'd like to try. Also, our special today is an pollo arroyo. It's a chicken cutlet filled with black beans, cotija cheese, and Chihuahua cheese.
Yeah, man, I think we're okay with just the avocado.
Okay, great. Also wanted to let you know that our soup is a tortilla soup.
Dude, we're good with the apps, man. Just please keep the margaritas coming.
I'm sorry, man. I just have to do this last one. We have a Oaxacan chocolate mousse cake.
But my friend,
layers of chocolate.
My friend, you've done your job. You've done your job. Please,
okay, I don't want to.
You got your tip. Stop making the sale. We're here.
Are you guys Corey Haim and Corey Feldman?
Oh, Christ, here we go, every time.
I'm so sorry.
All right,
Mr. Haim, I just am a big fan of you getting boofed. I just heard the stories.
You have been fucked into some of the greatest roles I've ever seen in my life. Lucas, that other one, whatchamacallit.
And whatchamacallit, a great candy bar.
That other thing, and Dream a Little Something, and License with Whatever.
All right, so here they are getting fucking...
How about that thing when you got to eat Eggert's box, am I right?
He goes, knuckle up, let me get a sip of that mark. They do a real hang.
Let's get a giant Rita.
Yeah.
2 straws.
He goes, oh, what do you guys have? Do you guys have prickly pear? I can take one of those down.
Make that dose straws.
You guys do a float? A tequila float? I feel like being a bad girl. I'm driving, so I can't get too ham-boned.
Maybe some macho nachos or some wings?
No, we're good. Thank you.
Takes one sip.
All right, you've had enough.
One sip.
So, I'm going to rehab.
He's right.
You want to show up drunk?
Should be happy I'm showing up at all.
True.
Okay, seriously, enough.
Okay.
Why? The scene is so weird.
It's so weird.
Why do you say you agree to, all right, fine, go have your drinks, and then he takes his first sip? Clearly, because they show you the introduction of the waitress.
Yeah.
So he gets his first drink, and he takes a sip. He's like, all right, that's plenty. All right, now it's enough. Like,
Dude,
do you not remember what drinking was?
If we're ever out,
how long ago was it for you?
If we're ever out at lunch and I take a sip of my soda at lunch and you tell me to stop, I'll fight you.
Yeah. All right, that's plenty, Dan.
I go, hey.
Dan, that's plenty.
I just got my ginger ale.
No,
Jay,
Dan, there's a lot of sugar in that. Dan, that's plenty now.
My ginger ale.
No, but you said you were going to go to CrossFit.
I know, and I lied.
And you're getting cunty.
Oh, there he is.
Thanks, Corey Feldman. You're a great mentor.
Can we just have, like, a normal conversation when you're not drinking? Can we just talk?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's talk.
So, anyway, I wrote...
He goes,
I wrote 3 revisions on the script for Lost Boys 2.
If we're going to be honest, can I tell you something? You died off in the second script that I wrote. Killed you off.
They brought back the other frog kid, whatever his face.
It felt good. It felt really good. You know what else
drunk as shit.
You know what else felt good? The producer's DMOB. Yeah, it felt right.
You let me get raped by a guy that you used to hang out with. Or we chat about the knife that I keep in my pocket, or the reason that I wear this to cover up the scars from when I used to cut into myself. Seriously, what'd you do when your friends started going
down? Go back
down?
a second. Did he say I wear this to cover my wrists and it's a string?
The jacket.
I think he's a cutter.
Yeah.
But what was he wearing over it?
A hate bracelet. Hates himself.
You go like this. Oh, I didn't realize I was sitting across the table from a 13-year-old girl who can't deal with her problems. You bitch. You got fucked, man. God damn. Give me a sip of that marg. I need another one.
Like, why do you think I wear this bead bracelet that says Corey on it? He goes, to cover up the pain.
He goes, also, sometimes I have to do a quick stitch in my own butthole.
Let's talk about how you let me get raped by a guy
that's
that
pretty
you
cool.
used to hang out with.
Well, he was my dad's friend.
Or we chat about the knife that I keep in my pocket. Or the reason that I wear this to cover up the scars from when I used to cut into myself. Seriously, what'd you do when your friend started going down on a 14-year-old? Your best friend. What'd you do?
Masturbated in the corner, all right? All right, you got me.
I don't know, pretended I was you, and I was all like that. He looks like he's getting good neck.
Yeah, what was I doing? I was writing in my diary how upset I was that all those Hollywood guys seem to like you better.
Yeah, also, I don't like walking around set being called a cuck.
What was I doing? I was trying to stuff an entire eggplant in my mouth to try to get some skills to make these guys like me better.
Yeah, you made me go full chipmunk.
God bless you.
I was being molested at the same time, Corey.
So what? Somehow that makes us even?
I'm just saying you're not the only victim here.
I was there for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you told me, remember? When I was asleep, this happened, and this happened.
I love it that it's clearly written by Feldman. And he put that in there. He goes, in the argument, if you could again state that I was asleep. Yeah,
you were asleep and this happened, you think. Or that happened, possibly. Maybe it didn't even happen.
I remember your stories. Your butthole was so tight the dick couldn't get in there.
So they would have you fuck them, but you didn't even know because you were asleep, but you really dominated them. And they would all comment that your dick was so big for being asleep. And it was crazy.
They said you're dominant, and they just call you dominant donkey. I remember that.
And then they would finish fucking you and be like, this guy's definitely not gay. He probably crushes so much pussy because he's not very good at gay stuff.
You know, I can feel it when I'm inside of him. He doesn't like it. But Corey your butthole wraps around it.
Haim, you were so soft.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Corey. You pushed back. I didn't. They like when you push back into it.
You were a power bottom, I found they called it.
I'm a top. You're a bottom. That's how you learn about life. Now, can we please finish these macho nachos?
We both had a rough go, only, I was just drilling these guys' shitters out until they stopped bothering me.
I would take a nap, get a beach, wake up, go make a hit, take a nap, get a beach, wake up, get a hit. You were just face down, ass up.
Well, the problem is, Hamster, you didn't let him know that, like me, you have deadly kicks.
Yeah. Should have learned to dance.
You weren't asleep, were you?
Were you asleep?
What?
I was awake, Corey. And I was very aware of what was going on with me.
You can't be asleep and throw jaw like that.
Yeah. He goes, I was awake and I'm a talker. He goes, he goes, were you awake? He goes, oh yeah, Mom is a screamer.
He's awake.
My spittle was on that dick like fudge running down a sundae. Wah, wah, wah.
Were you awake?
We're awake now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, Hamster. Were you awake? Oh, every second. If you can sleep through that, I say go see a doctor. Something's wrong with your bung.
Then you're half dead.
If you can sleep through that.
That's great. Were you awake? He goes, I had to be. There were 3 on 1.
Were you awake? Well, yeah. I had to keep the other guys harder. They had to start from scratch after the one guy was finished.
Yeah, real rolling a boulder up a mountain kind of situation.
Hey, Hamster, were you awake? No, I didn't get to sleep at all, man. I was my own fluffer.
Yeah.
Why don't you get your shit together and start taking some responsibility for yourself? Because people are tired of being your goddamn babysitter.
How about some more chips?
Yes, please.
You're so good.
Yes. How about some more chips? Yes, please. And can you bring some salted ones?
Also,
shit.
Can I ask, are these deep fried in oil? They are.
Are these made within? Yes, unless they're made in a place that also manufactures peanut products.
Yes. They go, do you guys still have the shrimp quesadilla on the menu? We do, but it's only for lunch.
Great! Now I gotta go to rehab and there's no shrimp quesadillas?
Alright, now they bump into each other. Corey Haim gets out of rehab. What's that? Years later.
And I think it's supposed to be that they're bumping into each other at the Playboy Mansion.
It is. They're at the Playboy Mansion.
Perfect place to go if you're trying not to get fucked or do drugs, I bet.
Yep. And they catch up.
The big finale.
This is the big finale. They catch up. They both realize while Corey Feldman dresses like he's in the Four Tops that they can still be friends.
They take a limousine, an old limousine.
Yeah, that's the whole point again. What happened in the time of, like, Feldog being like, well, you can only get a cameo in the movie. What do you mean I can't get a cameo? Their lives are both whatever. They show Corey Feldman say, I only have $80,000 to my name and all this stuff. What happened since that he's in a fucking limousine now?
2 Corys,
What turned it around for that they're taking limos around?
Syndication money.
They should have got out of a goddamn yellow cab on this beach.
I don't know. Ever heard of a thing called Corey and the Angels?
Yeah. I got the limo for the night. My cousin drives it.
One of the Angels, his dad owns the place.
Okay. You got me. Where are you taking me at 5 in the morning? Trust me.
If this would have ended with Corey Haim raping Corey Feldman on that beach, would have been the greatest ending to a movie of all time. I mean, Shyamalan M. Night Shyamalan couldn't figure that one out.
You'd be like, wait, hold on. So he was the rapist the whole time? What?
Hey, Feldog, look, it's that shell we put there. I don't see it. No, get down and look. It's the shell we,
you know what?
It's the shell we buried. Remember when we were youngers? Dig in there. Hey, what are you doing here, sir?
Hey.
What? Ow.
Choo. That's our safe word.
They take it back to the beach where it all started.
Do you still talk to your dad? He's like, oh no. Do you talk to your dad? He's like, no.
I want to thank you.
This is the best.
For what? For tonight. For everything.
Wow. Pause it.
I finally saw what it was like to see.
Hold on, no. God damn it.
Oh, no,
go back over.
I know.
That was the line.
But I mean, that is just so.
God damn it. I know. You can let the last line, just hold on. Let the last line get out. Play. That last line was like, that's the most important line.
Oh yeah.
Because you're like, written and directed by Corey Feldman. They're standing out watching the sun come up at the beach where they play football with their dads.
A Feldog joint.
I want to thank you.
For being so badass.
For tonight.
For every night.
For everything. I finally saw what it was like to see the world through your eyes. And you know what? It's really beautiful.
I mean,
what?
That's so crazy that you would put that dialogue in your dead friend's mouth. Dude, with the Bonfire movie, I can't wait for the last scene where Jay and I, after the Eagles win the Super Bowl, Jay looks at me and he goes, I want to thank you. I go, for what, Jay? He goes, the radio show. This Super Bowl win. You know, I finally learned how to do your voice. I just want to say it sounds so sweet. There you go. You're welcome, Jay.
I finally figured out how to do a Russian accent pretty good.
There you go.
And you know what? It's pretty beautiful.
There you go. Yeah, that's because Soder rules per usual. Niners 2018. This has been a fun half Lost Tapes, half live with Ari Shaffir.
Yeah.
You're currently rocking out to the Commodore of Yacht Rock, Michael McDonald.
I am indeed. This weekend, I'm going to be Charlotte. Comedy Zone.
Goddamn right.
Davey Smith with me.
Nice. BigJComedy.com for those tickets if you're in the Charlotte area. And I will be in Oklahoma at the Cherokee Casino.
Ooh.
February 17th.
It's a good gig.
And
Lacey Applegate. Give it up for me.
I will. I'll be with Shane Gillis. And then the week after, I will be at Zanies in Chicago. The 22nd through the 24th. Go to dansoder.com for tickets to Zanies, St. Louis, and Nashville.
That's right, people. We're taking to the streets. I hope you enjoyed the ultimate final wrap-up of the two Corys. No surprise ending, just like you thought.
Corey's
Feldog's awesome. He may or may not have gotten diddled one time, possibly in his sleep, maybe, perhaps.
Maybe, but who knows?
Who even really knows? What childhood? Thank you guys for listening. Follow us at the Bonfire SXM, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
See you next week, motherfuckers.
And we'll see you fucks next week.
Good Lost Tapes tomorrow.
Good riddance.
We learn about Airwolf and more Voyeur.
We'll catch you guys. Crackle, crackle.